Make it a better place, a better place.
Be able to work together to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood.
Let's arise and build, arise and build, arise and build our Bible to the next level.
The world of today is different from yesterday.
I'm running my own company. I use Nigeria.
Industrialization is a vertical process. We want you to invest in the company.
There are very little things you can do and achieve so much.
So just mentor them.
To build this nation, it's by thinking differently. It's by reasoning together. It's by working together as one.
So there's you must innovate or die.
Come to our pride from state. Tell each other the truth.
I am ready to be part.
Let's arise and reason together. To build a new and better Bible and greater Nigeria and Africa and land. That's what podium of leadership is all about. Let's arise and build arise and build a better place. Arise and build a Bible to the next level.
Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome your host to the podium of leadership, Dr. Victor Udo.
Okay. You guys are lively. It's good to see you. How are you? All looking good. Good to see all of you. Good to see you. Thank you. Welcome to the podium of leadership. You might be seated. It's been good to have you guys. This year has been a very good year so far. The very first month in January, we went out and we were talking to people in the local government. And this month, we are bringing in people in government that are not only sharing with us what they're doing in government, but how they are also working with His Excellency to take this state to the next level. And as I keep telling you, that listen to us on the TV and the radio, this is not a one-man thing. There is no one government that is going to develop this state. It's a joint effort. And that's why the leader of this state have said to all of us, arise to your greatness. Because in every one of us, there is something in us that's going to make us to join hand with Him to build this great state. God has given us the right kind of resources. And the greatest resource He has given us is you. Because without you, the Akwa Ibom people, there's nothing like Akwa Ibom state. And so we, like we say in our montage, are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the ones that are going to take this state to the point that our great-grandchildren will be grateful that there were people like you. There were people like me. There were people like Governor Victor Otta. There were people like Governor Godswill Akpabio. There were people like Governor Udom Emmanuel. There will be people like you. And there will be people like Governor someone, Akpan Uro Etim, that is coming up way after Udom Emmanuel. All of us join together. That's what will make Akwa Ibom the way God wants us to be. So Akwa Ibom Dakada, because the governor have already arisen to greatness. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have in the house a young lady that understands the way the world is going. The young lady that His Excellency looked at and said, I need someone that can help me with new media. Because new media is the way of the future. Today, people are not even talking on the phone anymore. People are doing WhatsApp. People are WhatsApping. People are Skyping. People are Snapchatting. People are doing, I can't even tell you all. People are not even doing cell phone anymore. You know, sometimes you call and want to talk to someone on the phone, you say, no, can we WhatsApp? WhatsApp, man.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very good friend of mine, Marilyn Awana, the new media aide to the Governor Udom Emmanuel.
Thank you very much.
I'm talking about a lady that understands how to communicate, a lady that knows how to WhatsApp, a lady that knows how to Skype, Snapchat, whatever. And you want to make business, you want to be successful. Today I have someone that knows better than me, someone that's going to help us to interact, to work together. Because let me tell you, things that we do on internet project these states more than what we do in our villages. Because people in Japan, people in Australia, people in Argentina, once they Google something about Akwa Ibom, they will see it. You know, there are people outside this country outside these states that know about this state than us? Because they Google, they WhatsApp, and so on. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the podium of leadership, Marilyn Awana, the new media aide to His Excellency.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's an amazing day to be on the podium today, and it's wonderful. I've been following you, and this day I think this is a dream come true today, having to meet people here. They are entrepreneurs I've got to meet, and this is just amazing. What the striking thing here is that people don't only come to chat and interact, but they get something back on their way back.
And what kind of show is it?
That's the beautiful part of it.
So we are not just a talk show, we are a do show.
Absolutely. So let us go into the business of the day. We are in an evolving technological, space where everything is happening. You want to consider that you want to start looking at social media as a business tool for business, social media as a tool for information, social media as a tool for marketing, social media as a tool for education, social media as a tool for connectivity. These are the different things you want to consider. And like he said, our host today, the governor of Akwa Ibom State is committed to achieving a digital economy. And so in view of that, he decided to, like you said, open up the digital space of the state and appointed me his new media aide. And one thing I looked at young people who were very vibrant, very efficient. They were people who were working out multi-billion-dollar ideas, but just needed the platform and needed someone who could help them, make for visibility. Because at the end of the whole day, social networking is about visibility. That's absolutely, it's not about 100,000 likes. It's about who is in the 100,000 likes that is targeted at what you're doing. For an example, your audience. You understand? So at the end of the whole day, it went pretty well. In the past 20 months, we have grown from just 4 notable bloggers in the state to about 30 bloggers. That is multiplication. We have grown from 2 hubs to about 4 hubs in the state. That is multiplication. You want to also imagine the fact that the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, was in the US some time back. And then he said to his new media aide, and said, Tolu and Bashir, which other states are doing well digitally? And they said to him, we talk to the new media aide to Governor Odom like every other time, and we see a lot of activities coming up from Uyo, happening in Uyo. So we want to say that this is another state that is doing amazingly well digitally. The beautiful part is that the president said, add it to my speech.
Wow.
I want to talk about it to the U.S. investors. And he said to them, if you want to invest in my country, you can invest in the area of agriculture because we're doing a whole lot more. And you can always look at it across the states. We're seeing a revolution in agriculture cross board. And if you want to go to where you can find young people who make up the digital economy, you go to places like Uyo. You go to places like Lagos. You go to places like Abuja. That to me was epic. I think I was just busy doing what I was doing, and immediately I was pinged and I was tweeted at, and they said, this is an amazing achievement. For me, it's an ecosystem. A lot of people work to make this happen. These are young people who have been vibrant over the years. Like I said, all they needed was the necessary visibility. And once you have that necessary visibility, it makes things easier. That is why when you're gunning for a social media manager, you don't just look at someone that can post on Facebook. You look at someone that can cause a revolution in the sector. You look at someone that is committed, because it takes a lot of dedication to do that. You understand what I'm saying? So you need to consider all of these things. And say, for an example, you're a makeup artist. Let's go down to business. Social media as a business. You're a makeup artist. And you would have to know how to take photographs of the people you're making up and then put on Instagram. Let me even shock you. Twitter is not your base as a makeup artist. Instagram is your base. We have 90 million photos.
Twitter is for Trump.
Yes, Twitter is for conversations. Thank you very much. Twitter is basically when you're driving advocacies, you're talking about Black Lives Matter, you're talking about things about Nigeria, talking about whatever you want to drive. 10% for youth, several things like that. You can use Twitter. That's your base. The day you try it on Instagram, it doesn't work. So you've got to know the targeted audience and who you really want to reach. You're a makeup artist, the best bet you have, and an event planner or a wedding, entrepreneur, for an example, Instagram is your best bet. You look at talking about Facebook. You're a political, your government, yes. You're in government, and, you want to be able, like the Governor Odom Emmanuel-led administration that set out to open up government to the people. So the governor puts, governance in the palms of the people. He's telling you everything he's doing every day. So you can follow up the programs and policies and then be able to get involved, because the Aquabon project is not a one-person affair. It is an affair that you and I must work together to make it happen. You understand? So he's telling you, here's what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing. So you would want to consider using the platform Facebook, because Facebook is a bit, customized, in terms of target audience for Akwa Ibom people. A lot of people, Akwa Ibom people, are more on Facebook. So these are the things you want to consider when you're going into target marketing or, reaching out to your audience. Away from that, we have a lot of jobs on the internet. People are making a lot of money on the internet, but I don't know when people say we don't have jobs. Because when you go to job boards like Upwork.com, they're asking you, they want to do a website. You want to do a website, they don't have people. They don't have people. So why are people on, offline saying they're looking for jobs? Meanwhile, there are jobs on Upwork.com. As you leave here, go to Upwork.com. Log in there, add your portfolio, your profile and everything, promote it. You start getting jobs from Netherlands, everywhere in the world. And you're paid in dollars. And someone is sitting down to tell you they don't have jobs. It doesn't work. In today's world, everything has gone virtual. At some point, we're using DVDs. At some point, we're doing VHS. We're virtual. We're interactive. Right now, you can just put it in a device and just, put the TV on. And that happens. You can browse with your TV these days. So you've got to actually keep abreast with the moving trend. Don't say for an example, I walk into Abuja right now and I want to know where I can do a spa. All I need to do is to browse. When I browse, it takes me to the company and I simply locate. I don't know the company. Just because they were able to register a business directory on Google, it was easier for me. You understand? So that is actually what businesses also need to do. We do not have people promoting themselves online. They don't have portfolios online. I tell you the truth, if I want to do business with you now, the next thing I'll ask you is, what's your name, please? I won't tell you anything. We're just talking on phone. What's your name? Okay, great. The next thing I'm doing is I'm Googling your name. So you need to start building the brand in that scope. Your brand in that scope. Your company has to have a business directory online. That's why Google decided to go into training 100,000 African children or African youth in basic digital skills. Because people don't know how to use these tools. You've got to start using it to your own benefits. Absolutely.
Okay, I don't know how many people understand what she is talking about. A lot of you, the young ones, but the old dinosaurs like myself, we still home. What's the blogger? What's the hub? Can you just give us the basic? What's the blogger and what's the hub?
Basically, it's so simple. You have to define what you want to go into in the area of social media business. You can decide to be a hubber, like you said. You can decide to be a blogger. You can decide to be the one creating the platform for us to sit down to chat. You understand, the developer. That's what they call it. So a hub is an ecosystem where you have a lot of people come together to be able to prefer a solution. In today's world, the world is looking for solution providers. So for an example, when I was creating the governor's website, MrOdomimano.com, I looked at, it's not about just saying I want to create a website. It's about what solution will that prefer. So I'm trying to send newsletters, so I need to have a back end that has 1 million emails, that can take 1 million emails, and I can simply do a click and it selects all and sends to the 1 million emails. And that was beautiful. I told them, I want you to write it this way, write the program in that manner. I also put up a radio portal on the sites. So whoever, aside from His Excellency, for an example, can have access to a radio portal. So at the end of the whole day, I noticed that our state wasn't online. So that is the state radio, for an example. So I said, no, this is a problem we need to solve. So you see, it's about preferring a solution. So I went straight to building a portal that makes you listen to AKBC News live. That is Akwa Ibom News live. So you can be in Lusaka, you can be in New York, New Jersey, anywhere in the world, Ontario, and you get hooked up just in a snap. If you go, like right now, as you're seated here, just go akbclive.com. You're going to actually be hooked up to the radio. So meaning you can do whatever you want to do, wherever you want to do. People can now have news from Akwa Ibom State and get connected to the programs and policies. I know how it feels like when you go out there and you really want to connect with home, well, you can't connect with home. So these are the things we're talking about. In trying to do anything, you need to look at that. So a hub is, for me, absolutely always and always has been a place to profess solutions. Let me give you an example. You know that people have issues getting gas, and you decide to build an app or something to, prefer that solution. And then you reach out to people, you get the database, and then whenever they are out of gas, they call you through that channel and you supply. That is something that somebody could do.
Are you guys understanding what she's saying?
Yes.
But this is a new world. This is a new world, and people are saying we don't have jobs, we don't know jobs. Jobs are there. Today, you don't need someone to give you a job. You create job for yourself. You make job for yourself. And the social media or new media is the platform for doing that. And people are doing that.
Thank you very much. Also, you want to consider that when you're thinking of, creating, you talk about jobs. Let me give you something a bit tailored to this space, the Akwa Ibom State. We do a lot of jingles. You hear someone say jingle. I know how to do jingle. But that's a voice talent you're talking about. So you need to build on your voice talent to actually be able to tell us, maybe translate, or maybe use an American accent, use a Swedish accent, use whatever accent. So when you go on Upwork.com, I am looking for someone that can give me an American accent. I have about 50 words to record. Can you help me do that? Once you're able to do that, you've taken that jingle, that thing you call jingle. It's not jingle creation. It's called voice talent. So you see that people, it's like what you say. I heard you say sometimes. I said, somebody can sell groundnuts, but another person is selling it at a higher level. How is that person able to do that? You understand? There's a strategy. And you have to keep abreast of information. Let me even shock you. Education. Social media as a tool for education. Tutera.org just recently, Godwin Benson. We have a lot of young people in the social media space doing well. Godwin Benson is from our state. Last year, got 50,000. He told me he got 50,000 from Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg. Dollars. Because he preferred an educational solution. What did he prefer? A certain platform, an app, where somebody can actually have a teacher and a student interact. That's all he did. Same with some Indians who got hundreds of millions of dollars. So you can sit down and look for a problem and solve the problem.
Are these hub physical or are they?
They are physical. You can actually find them on at the e-library.
E-library.
You can browse them. They are here. At least they are here for you to work with. Then you can decide to go into web design. You can decide to be a blogger, a PR person. Because a lot of companies are looking for people to brand their images. So that business line is so open. It's about you getting in there to get the jobs. Because the jobs, I tell you the truth, sometimes I'm looking for a social media manager I can't find. Sometimes, I'm serious. Because a whole lot is involved in being a social media manager. Sometimes I'm looking for a web designer that can give me what I'm telling you. Because it's not about having a web platform. It's about designing to fit a certain specific, yes. Something, and not just let's come together and do a web. No, you've got to tell me what you're trying to prefer as a solution. So that's it.
So everybody now understand the blogger. The
blogger is someone like you, a simple person you could easily relate to is Linda Ikeji. You have Wetin Happen of in Akwa Ibom. We have Ibom Mobile of Akwa Ibom. We have AKS Trending of Akwa Ibom Online. Everybody, we have African News Press. We have a couple of people. We have Hype Station. Yes, we have a lot of them. We have a lot of bloggers in the States. They are making money on Google AdSense. So Google pays them. Because let me even shock you. This waking up to chat on Facebook is very bad. It's very bad. You're giving Facebook content. Facebook is making a lot of money off your head. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to get money from Facebook. Let every cent of money or currency you put into getting data bring back something for you. It's very important. Let me tell you, as much as I reach out to people on Facebook trying to communicate what the governor is doing every day, my main zone is LinkedIn because that's where we meet professionals. So you want to be a professional, we don't chat there. Talk about business and that's where it ends. Not enough of chatting because you're giving this Facebook, Instagram, YouTube contents. And content is all a media house or a media platform needs to thrive. So you're helping them and they're making money off your expenses. So rather than help them, try to look for ways to be very targeted at your usage of the internet. That's basically it. Look out for YouTube marketing. We have a lot of people making money there. You are sending emails to somebody. Somebody's making money doing email marketing. So go get some training and help yourself make money off the internet.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about Mifflin Anwana, the new media aide to His Excellency. Our primary job is really to broadcast, push His Excellency's programs. But today she's talking about the opportunities that's available. Absolutely. How you, the audience, the people hearing us, listening to us, can leverage, can become like her. And that's why we have her here. We want to have more Mifflin. One Mifflin for Akwa Ibom is too small. We need 1,000 of Mifflin in Akwa Ibom. And listen. The president is of the APC. Akwa Ibom is PDP. But he took time to mention you in his speech in the United States. Because there was someone like a Mifflin who made that connection happen. That's the kind of people that we are talking about. When we talk about Dakada, that's what that means. And when we had the Dakada manager here, he says he's looking for people that are doing things to be the ambassadors. For the president of Nigeria to mention Uyo, Lagos, and Abuja. Do you know what that means? Abuja is a federal capital. Lagos had been there before I was even born. Uyo is not even up to 30 years. Yes. And we are number 3 or whatever on the new media.
Absolutely.
Where are you? Where are you? No, if you are in school or you're a tailor, you're a seamstress, whatever you are doing, you got to understand this new media because that's where the world is going. That's where the world is going. You got to find the hub so that you can take advantage of it. People who are saying that they're looking for a job, all you probably need is about 3 months to uplift your skills so that you can be able to convert your WhatsApp into content so you can be paid. So instead of you buying airtime and data time, they're paying you. This is not rocket science. This is not effort. This is technology. This is what people are doing. So ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a short break, and when we come back, you will interact with our guest today, Maveline Awana. Let's give it up again for her.
The secret of making that house you dream home is in Reagan Home and Kitchen. A giant in importation, wholesale and retail of all kinds of foreign products, appliances and decor for your home, including fashion accessories. We stock amazing kitchen utensils of world-class standard. Let's thrill you with our state-of-the-art dining pieces, cutleries and lots more. That's not all. At Reagan Home and Kitchen, we guarantee impeccable service delivery. You can now landscape and beautify your field and surroundings with synthetic grass of your choice from Reagan Home and Kitchen. Visit us today at Oron Road by Odotumobo Junction, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. You can call us on 0802-338-3343, 0909-074-4621. Our email reganistic@yahoo.com. Reagan Home and Kitchen. Quality beyond imagination.
Tell me, how do we take a quiet bone to the next level? How do I build this nation?
Do you want to see beyond your vision? Do you want to hear what other people think about leadership? Do you need a reshaping of your mindset and mentorship? Then tune in to the Podium of Leadership, the POL with Victor Udo, showing on AKBC Channel 45 every Monday by 12:30 p.m. and on NTA Channel 12 Uyo every Thursday by 10 p.m. Tune to the POL on Atlantic FM every Tuesday by 6:30 p.m. on Planet FM every Wednesday by 3 p.m. and on Inspiration FM every Saturday by 12:30 p.m. You can be a guest on this program. You can also advertise your products, goods and services, or sponsor the program by calling our office line 0902-300-7299. That is 0902-300-7299. Visit our website on www.thepolwithvictorudo.com. Like our page on facebook.com/The Podium of Leadership, or follow us on our Twitter handle at The Pol with Victor. The Podium of Leadership do show. Join us.
Welcome back to the Podium of Leadership. Today we've been interacting with Maveline Awana, the new media aide to His Excellency Governor Odom Emmanuel, someone that has helped to put Akwa Ibom State, Uyo in particular, among the top 3 cities in Akwa Ibom State. When someone told me that, I wasn't quite sure. But Uyo is ranked number 3, at least among the top 3 when it comes to social media. And so that's something we should be proud of. That's something we should be proud of. The president of the country, which we knew went out when he became the president and was not saying the best things, and now he's starting to say, if you want to do investment in digital, come to you. I hope when it comes to you, you'll be ready. Everybody needs to know how to use internet. Everybody needs to know that that's the age we are living. Before we know, this new media age is going to be old media age.
Absolutely.
Who here says, I've never had any computer training, I want to go for 3 months training for computer? Who don't know what a blogger is, or Hub is, or social media is, or Snapchat is, or Instagram is? Who don't know what Instagram is? Okay, those 3 women, we're going to try and make sure you go and spend some time. Okay? 3 of you. Make sure you talk to the producer. We'll make sure you spend at least a month or 2 or 3 in wherever you can learn some of these things. Because you the seamstresses, these are the seamstresses.
Yes.
They are the people that can use Instagram.
Yes.
You can put your picture, someone can help you, show you how to snap your stuff. So 3 of you, make sure you see the producer. It's going to help you to at least get to understand how these things work. It's not just saying Merakanda, you really have to Dakada indeed. Arise indeed. and have the skills and have the knowledge and know what these things are and how to do them. And that's why we've given 3 people scholarship per se, 3 months or 3 weeks, whatever it takes for use 3 seamstresses to understand what it is to use Instagram, to use Snapshot, to be able to do their business, to be able to do marketing, to be able to advocate their organization. So we're going to do that. We're going to make sure that they go to where, Mifflin, you help us know the right place to point them to.
We're here.
So
That's
ladies and
why we
gentlemen, Mifflin is here with you. Whatever question you have, ask her. Let's start with you.
Thank you very much, my distinguished SA on New Media,
Yes.
Mrs. Meflina Wana. I'm proud to have you finally here.
Thank you very much.
I remember I've been inviting you to come, but thank God you have time today to come around. God bless you for coming.
Thank you.
And I want to really appreciate the podium for the platform, for the mentorship and the connections. And basically, if you look at this hall,
What's the question?
No, I want to connect with her and ask her how we are going to partner to work to bring out something, because we are launching something very soon. You know, basically we started last year, we had some experience and some success stories as well as challenges. You know,
Is it a question she can answer?
It's
okay,
the
so let's go to the question.
Madam, if you look at this room, we have the greater number of tailors and seamstresses coming out to revolutionize the fashion world in Akwa Ibom State. And if you can see, there are more than 40. In this, please, can you rise up just for recognition a bit? All tailors and seamstresses in the house, so that Madam can recognize us. That is Akwa Ibom Tailors and Seamstresses Association, AKISA. Okay. Ma, when you look at this, we had a challenge that most of the tailors, 98% of tailors in the state don't know how to use industrial equipment. We are factoring into that because that is the challenge we had last year, to train free on tailors from Akwa Ibom how to use industrial equipment. But we want your office also to partner with us to boost publicity on the social media so as to bring in more tailors.
So the question is, can the essay on media help you to advertise?
To bring in more tailors, even prospecting ones.
Okay, let her say.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'd like to also talk about what he said.
Okay.
It's not an issue. Aki's embarked on an ICT skills training. I'm sure what you're trying to say is that you weren't called at the time. Yeah, so I can reach out to the hub, Aki's Plaza, to find out how you can be accommodated even after that's happened. Yes, the government is very passionate about reawakening the spirit of enterprising in young people. So it is very important that he has the passion to go into web designing or development, and he moves in that direction. It is not good to have people who are not even passionate about anything, and they want to get money, and just do anything, and at the end of the whole day, because you need a lot of drive to move further from one place to the other. Thank you very much. So I'm going to the second person.
So you're going to follow up with her?
Yes.
Okay. Don't ask her for 35. Let her help you how you go through the process.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
For the seamstress, I'm very elated. I'm very excited to see that we have an organization like that, and you've been a very passionate person, Sunik. We must commend what you're doing. It is very. I think about you, and I think about people who want to move the Akwa Ibom project to the next level, and that is beautiful. So for the seamstress, I'm a bit particular about them being savvy, away from having to support what they want to do. Because for an example, if I walk in and I see it, let me give you an example. Let me be real. We don't have, let me not say we. Sometimes you walk into a shop and you don't have ready to make wares.
Good, yeah.
You understand? So it becomes a problem. What if somebody just wants to walk in and get a cloth? You understand? Now, in some of what you're doing, can you be snapping? Maybe you snap and then you post it on the social media because somebody could be interested. And that's why our host today was a bit particular about exposing you to the use of Instagram, because we have 90 million photos every day going there. People getting jobs worth millions of naira. I tell you the truth because I listen to I have friends who are into events, and I know they get nothing less than 1 million naira every other day for events. And most of the events sometimes could even be outside. Let me even shock you. You know, intimacy events. She sits down here. She gets the jobs in Abuja, and 1.1 million plus. I don't mean things in the neighborhood of thousands. I mean millions of naira. So I'm trying to say that, and that came from Instagram. She doesn't even know the person. Let me even shock you. I work with people from Ogun State sometimes, away from the people from here, because I patronize our people 100%. But when I reach out to people also in Ogun State, and there are students in Babcock University, students in other universities, for example, they are able to get me to pay them money while they prefer a digital solution. They are in school, but they are making money. I have never met them before. I simply send a mail, hey, we are trending today. Can you join us on the trend? We're doing hashtag AKBC Live, hashtag NTA Live, hashtag whatever you're doing, you're driving a conversation. We want you to join. At the end of the whole day, what they do is, they do it, they join, everybody comes on board, drives the conversation, and they get paid. But they are in Ogun State. I have never met them before. So what am I trying to say? It's important that they get savvy on Instagram, because that is their purview. That is actually their space. Show us what you can bring to table. Once you start showing us, it makes it easy for people. People want results. It makes it easy for people to see what you can do and how they can be a part of the organization. You understand? So come from a process. Everything it has, takes through a process. It has to take you through a process. Come from a step. You must be strategic to achieve an aim. You want to get something, but you've got to be strategic to achieve, in achieving it. Yeah. So if you want to get people to be attuned to Akitsa, you must come from productivity.
So Sonic and the president of the SOAS and Tellers Association, apart from the three people who want to do intense training, why don't you work with Lynn?
Absolutely, we will.
And let's have an audience where we can have maybe 1 day
training
for
that
all
is
of
what
you
we
guys.
can do.
Okay. And anybody that is listening to us on the radio or on the TV that wants to join on how to use Instagram to promote your business,
Absolutely.
we'll do that. Let's organize that, and then she will help to advertise it.
We will.
And then we got a place together to do that. Okay? Excellent. All right, shall we take another question? Who have not asked any question? Let's get the lady. Let's get the young lady.
Welcome, to the podium of leadership.
Thank you very
much. I'm happy to see you. I wish let's go down to the roots. Fingers are not equal. There are people who have acquired knowledge about how to use computer, but they are being constrained with not having the system. And there are some certain things that a phone can do, but cannot go beyond what a system can do, maybe laptop or a desktop. And doing blogging, I don't think you can use your phone to start up a blogging site. You have to go to the system. There are some certain things that if you want to do on your phone, you cannot do it except you go to the system. So, and this discourages most people from going into such activity. So, what would you have to say about this? Because there are people out there who wish to, but they are either constrained by money or not having the system.
Let's start from you. Do you have a phone?
Yes, I have a phone.
What kind of phone do you have?
A smartphone. A
smartphone.
Yeah.
So you see, very simple. You made a statement that you don't think that people can update anything on the website. You can use your phone. I use my phone to update the projects and policies of Governor Domimano every day. I use my iPhone. You understand? Now, you also made a statement that people can build websites on the phone. True. So that is why you have an hub where you can always get to at the e-library, for an example, and they help you put together what you need to put together. So
is it free at the e-library? Or
it's not free at the e-library. Absolutely.
So the hub is like what they used to call business center? Or
absolutely, where you can have people, like I said, programmers, developers, graphic designers, several people come together in an interactive forum. So you can easily pinpoint who you want to use at the time. So you simply go there and ask them to help you build a website. That is because you don't need to, let me put it this way, you don't need to know how to build a website.
To be a blogger.
To be a blogger. That's what I'm trying to say. So they can just put it up for you because if some of the times we just need to major on our calling.
Yeah.
You shine better when you major on your calling.
Yeah.
You build your brand and you become thick, experienced, efficient.
Yeah.
You understand? An expert at the end of the whole day. So you don't dabble into things you don't necessarily need to.
Let me add to that. Even in business, big businesses, they don't own equipment that are cost prohibitive. They just lease it. And when they finish what they want, they make their profit without buying that equipment. There are other people who specialize on owning equipment. And so, like she just said, if you are a blogger, you don't need to be a web designer.
Absolutely.
You pay someone. Whether you have a laptop or not, you're still going to pay a web developer.
Yes.
So the guy who develops the web already have the system.
Yes.
So you don't need to buy the system. You just need to pay the person one time. They develop the website for you and give you the link.
Yes.
And you can access it with any smartphone you have.
And so if you also want to know how to update on the website, you can always come to me. I could work out a training for you to understand that. That is if you want to go into the business. You can go ahead if you want to. But,
so don't let people use excuse because, I keep telling people here in this state, our people, we spend time figuring out excuse than figuring out solution. Yes. The time we figure out how many excuses to give, you could have figured out the solution. People will say, oh, I don't have money, I don't have the system, I don't have this. But maybe you don't need the system.
So that is very important for you. And you asked the question. There's some in today's, I know of a lot of computer centers that have gone into reaching out to school children after school children. They reach out to them, they help them learn the computer. I want to believe that. For me, I always say that time is at once the greatest possession you have. So as a young person, you must be able to, put in all your energy to build on your brand. Stop all the necessary chatterboxing and all. It's unnecessary, sorry. It is not necessary.
It's not.
Stop all the hanging out. When I was a single, I'm being real. You can't find me anywhere. In fact, somebody would always say, if you want to see that lady, just go to any new cyber cafe, you'll find her. Yeah, because I was always there, getting into the internet, trying to know what's going on. But that wasn't I never knew that today I actually will be the new media aide to the governor. And those skills at age 16 was when I built a website. Wow. I walked into a computer center. Nobody taught me how to use a computer. I walked in and I just wanted to know how to use a computer. I sat down in front of the computer and I knew the computer. That was what happened. Just in 2 days. Then I didn't stop there. We had a couple of friends. So not the friends you keep. You had a couple of friends who went into web designing and graphic designing. So we were like an interactive forum where people wanted to outdo each other. It was more like that kind of situation. We wanted to outdo ourselves. So today somebody would get a platform, a background from blackplanet.com, and then we search out we simply go to copy the HTML code and we use it on our page. So at the end of the whole day, the image faculty you are seeing today was the person who actually, as an image faculty and I were always, I don't want to say competing, that's the word, to outdo each other on the web platform. He's an image person today. He's a photographer today. But at that point, we were fighting. Healthy competition. Or, who's going to load more on the internet. I never knew that today I will have to be handling the page or the social media presence
for Akwa Ibom State.
The governor of Akwa Ibom State. It was just something I did. So I'm trying to say that you don't even have time for any other thing than to build your brand as a young person.
So if they Google your name, any of you here sitting here, and if they can Google and they don't find your name, that means you doesn't exist.
Absolutely. That is what it means.
You don't exist.
Yes.
So the people have to know you. You have to join LinkedIn. You have to join just LinkedIn, not just putting your name on WhatsApp.
Yes.
Go LinkedIn.
When you go on LinkedIn, you're going to meet professionals. So you go search where you're looking for. Are you looking for people in ExxonMobil? Are you looking for people in ADAX? Are you looking for people in the White House? Whoever you can, whoever you want to meet, you can meet on the internet. And that's just the fact. A
lot of opportunities opens up.
Yes.
A lot of opportunities. Let me just give you this. This is hypothetical. Someone from White House wants to come to you, and it's your LinkedIn or some friend. Who do you think is going to ask about you? Who do you think when it comes to you is going to look for?
Google.
You know? But when it comes, when it's ready, once you finish Googling and it's connected with them,
yes,
and they want to come to you, who do you think is his friend in you? It's you. It's you.
Absolutely.
Someone was telling me how he made money through internet. I don't know if it was on the podium of leadership or somewhere, that he just connected with someone in Italy and they wanted to come, India, and they wanted to come to Nigeria. They come through him. He set up a tour, was the one who booked them a hotel in a 5-star and arranged everything. At the end of it, he made 1,000. And those people were able to come from India to visit Akwa Ibom.
But it's true.
Do you think if you connect with someone in Scotland and they wanted to come and visit where Mary Slessor was, who do you think will be their tour guide? It's you.
And
so if you don't have a presence on the internet, go today and create a profile so that when I search or Google your name, I will find it.
It's important for us to get those things done, because even when you go to get a job, your portfolio is what we're looking at on the internet. We need to see your portfolio. So, for an example, just 6 months before the end of the president, Jonathan, I was a part of the presidential task force on social media. So I went and I worked on a certain document for Transformation Ambassadors of Nigeria, yes, who was, I think, a group that was headed by Ifeanyi Uba,
yes,
doctor. So what happened? So I walked into the office and I was able to tell them what I came to prefer. And he just went online to search for my name, for an example, for my portfolio, sorry. Of course, they knew my name before even letting you in. You understand?
Yeah.
Yes. Because for them, it was, she's sent from the presidency, let's have her do this for us. But at the end of the whole day, they needed to check out the portfolio. What have you done before? That's the question. What have you done before? You know, a couple of people say, I know how to do this. I know how to do that. I snap. Okay, show me what you have snapped before. Show me something to understand and to know. But since we don't see, we don't know, we're not trusting you to do the job. So you need to go promoting your portfolio online. Feed in content about you. Let me even shock you. This thing about people waiting till they pass on for an exam before they put anything on the internet. God bless our soul. But the thing is, let us go feeding content about ourselves. Look for a blogger to write about you.
If you are a seamstress or a tailor, let your designs be posted on the
Instagram.
Internet.
You understand?
These nice clothes, like the one you are wearing here, let it be on the internet. Let it be on the Instagram. Who made that? You. Put your name on it.
And when you go into sponsored content, say you know how to use Facebook, you have to open a page. It's not enough to have a Facebook account. You have to open a page. That page sells you. You can decide to use the page to sponsor content, that's promote what you're doing, and it goes around the world. It goes around the world. Whoever is interested in that shirt that you are wearing, will simply say, how much is this? And then you start the interaction, and then the money exchanges hands. That is how things go on in today's world.
And let me tell you where the benefit of the digital and cryptocurrency that I spoke about comes in. Because when you have a Bitcoin, everybody knows Bitcoin is legit, is good. If you have a Bitcoin wallet, and the other guy or the other guy have a Bitcoin wallet, you sell whatever you want to sell in Bitcoin.
All you need is your coin.
All you need is your coin. So it doesn't matter whether the person is in Japan. You don't have to worry about foreign exchange. Bitcoin is Bitcoin everywhere. If you have a Bitcoin wallet and you have a nice clothes to sell, and you say it's in dollars, they'll pay you in Bitcoin. And you can sell your Bitcoin to somebody anywhere. So that's the trend of the new media. When you are selling things with Bitcoin, bank doesn't get involved. It's between you and that person. And that's why CBN and EFCC are trying to get involved. But that's what you're doing as long as it's legitimate, it's legal, and it's business to business, person to person, peer to peer. That's the right way to go.
And the good thing about social media is that you're going to have, it's a platform where you see a lot of people.
Yes.
So a lot of people, it's random. Anybody could pick up what you're doing. And you could have someone call you from Lagos tell you to do something, telling you to do something. You simply need to leverage on, these platforms to help you do what you're doing. Digital marketing is an aspect. Blogging is an aspect. Writing is an aspect. I tell you the truth, people are doing writing, people are doing proofreading on the internet. Just that, and they make money. So a young lady wanted to get married. The husband to-be told me, do you know my wife went on Upwork and was doing proofreading and writing and got 200,000 naira, and that helped what they wanted to do. That is as simple as that. So you can sit down and make money just inside the house, so far you're connected to the internet. So that is what we're looking out for. We are looking out for more content from Akwa Ibom people on the internet, promoting your portfolio, having more businesses get listing on the Google Business Directory, and moving ahead. With that, we're good to go.
But in the next program, I'm going to have two young people, very young, maybe younger than most of you in this room, who have started something they call Udwa Connect. And they're going to talk to you about what they're doing to connect businesses, to get people online. So that's what we're going to have next. But we're going to take a break. And once we do that, we will try to bring this particular program to the end. But Ms. Meflin Awana, we are so grateful that you are here. And I hope people are learning. And I hope we are going to get more Meflins. We're going to get Bill Gates. We are going to get Mark Zuckerberg.
Absolutely.
We are going to get Job Steve.
Absolutely.
And all of that.
Yes.
Akwa Ibom, you are able. Those of you listening to us on the radio, if you have any question, if you want to know any of these things better, or if you want to be a part of the training we are planning for the seamstress and tell us, send us a text at 0902-300-7299, or like us at our Facebook, or visit us at www.thepolwithvictoryudo.com. Thank you very much, Marilyn. We really appreciate it. Let's take a small break and then we'll come back. God bless you.
The secret of making that house you dream home is in Reagan Home and Kitchen, a giant in importation, wholesale and retail of all kinds of foreign products, appliances and decor for your home, including fashion accessories. We stock amazing kitchen utensils of world-class standard. Let's thrill you with our state-of-the-art dining pieces, cutleries and lots more. That's not all. At Reagan Home and Kitchen, we guarantee impeccable service delivery. You can now landscape and beautify your field and surroundings with synthetic grass of your choice from Reagan Home and Kitchen. Visit us today at Oron Road by Odotumobo Junction, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. You can call us on 0802-338-3343, 0909-074-4621. Our email reganistic@yahoo.com. Reagan Home and Kitchen. Quality beyond imagination.
Tell me, how do we take Akwa Ibom to the next level? How do I build this nation?
Do you want to see beyond your vision? Do you want to hear what other people think about leadership? Do you need a reshaping of your mindset and mentorship? Then tune in to the Podium of Leadership, the POL with Victor Udo, showing on AKBC Channel 45 every Monday by 12:30 p.m. and on NTA Channel 12 Uyo every Thursday by 10 p.m. Tune to the POL on Atlantic FM every Tuesday by 6:30 p.m. on Planet FM every Wednesday by 3 p.m. and on Inspiration FM every Saturday by 12:30 p.m. You can be a guest on this program. You can also advertise your products, goods and services, or sponsor the program by calling our office line 0902-300-7299. That is 0902-300-7299. Visit our website on www.thepolwithvictorudo.com like our page on facebook.com/The Podium of Leadership or follow us on our Twitter handle at The POL with Victor. The Podium of Leadership do show. Join us.
Welcome back to the Podium of Leadership. Today we've had a great time with Mifflin Anwana, the new media head to His Excellency Governor Udom Emmanuel, who has helped us to talk about the opportunities that are available on the social media. You can blog, you can go to a hub, you can do content, you can post your stuff, you can send Snapchat. But one of the key things that she said that I hope every one of you heard is that do not spend your money on the internet. Let the internet make money for you. Find out where you can do things that people will pay you. Google is paying people to do several things. Learn what those things are and make money for yourself. Help other people to make money. And if you need help, let us know. Because this state has arisen. So we want everybody to arise. And the new media, the social media, is the way that a lot of people are going. So I hope you will arise and take advantage of all these things. God bless you. God bless Akwa Ibom State. God bless Neverland. God bless everyone. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Leadership is all about. Oh, the better black.